Hello, I'm Nicky Wire from Manic Street Preachers. You're watching Toasted. Stay beautiful.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's also a lot of fan fiction on the Manics. Do you read that stuff?
I try not to.
You released a solo album 5 years ago. Is there going to be a follow-up?
Another thing to... I have got a lot of songs, yeah. It's just... I mean, luckily enough, we got our own studio now, so making music is a lot easier, but I think I'll just end up putting them on a Manics album instead.
Okay. Yeah, because you never really toured with that album, no. Which is a shame. Why?
I never felt like I was well equipped enough to tour, really. It was pretty shambolic. The gigs we did were pretty on the edge of utter chaos. I think it was only 3, 4. One in Hay on Wye at the Literary Festival was particularly memorable. I just wasn't. I didn't have the willpower.
You quit drinking last year.
I did.
Is it still hard?
It's very hard, very painful. When you talk about boring earlier, that is the one boring thing. I'm not a massive drinker or alcoholic, but it just made touring more enjoyable. Champagne and sugar before I went on stage just gave me... I think you've got to suspend your belief, you know, when you're in your 40s and you're in a rock and roll band. You have to pretend, you know, you can't. And champagne certainly helped me pretend. And it's gone now. And I don't even feel any better, really.
Did you also use it as an inspiration for the lyrics?
I think, yeah, it helped me. It did help loosen up sometimes, yeah. I remember the last lyric I really wrote, sort of pretty drunk, was "It's Not War," in a hotel in Glasgow. And I finished it at home, but the initial thing was a pretty drunken night in my hotel room.
So what do you do now to get that inspiration?
I find it harder now because it's almost too much. My mind's just constantly, you know, there's a scrapbook in my hotel room and it's already like that with titles and ideas and people I'd like to write a song about. And so it's almost like worse now because there's just too much stuff. Whereas when, you know, if you've got a hangover, you just spend the next day trying to get over it.
Okay, so we can expect a lot of you in the next couple of years.
It does seem like it, doesn't it? It's a frightening prospect. But there's a lot. It does, I guess, when you get to 10 albums and all the rest of it, it just feels like you're constantly part of the same cycle, really. Nothing's old, nothing's new. Everything is just... sort of Manic Street Preachers. It just feels like a one constant thing there. It's a strange place to be in. You don't feel you'll ever get there when you're in your 20s or 30s.